Hey guys, what's happening? Smizzy here. So I've done a lot of thinking and I've done a lot of listening, and I believe I know what the best rap verse of all time is. Out of every rapper to ever rap a verse, I know what the best verse is. I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with this. I'm legit. Now I know a few of you out there are probably going, who's this bloke? Reckons he's qualified to comment. Look, I will say that it is my opinion. Music is subjective. It's not objective, subjective. You're allowed to disagree with my opinion, but if you do, your opinion is wrong. So I guess to pick the best rap verse on the planet, you have to have heard every rap verse on the planet. And the truth is, I have.
You are the most selfish human being on the planet.
Well, that's just silly. Have you met everyone on the planet?
And an eccentric.
I go off on some random tangents sometimes. This makes me think of this teacher I had in high school called Mr. Paulak. Think of like the fat controller, bald dude, handlebar moustache, short, stocky. Would really nail that fat controller role from Thomas the Tank Engine. Anyway, he also coached the rugby team. Anyways, at halftime, he gave probably the world's best pep up speech I've ever heard. He got down into the position that PE teachers spend half their career in, and he goes, "That was the worst half of rugby I've seen in my entire life." So when I listen to this verse, I go, well, that was the best verse I've heard in my entire life. Because it is. And before I get into it, I do want to acknowledge a few honourable mentions. Alright, you got Forgot About Dre. Both Dr. Dre and Eminem both have amazing verses on that.
So what do you say to somebody you hate? What? Or anyone trying to bring trouble your way? One of his off things in a way? Just study your tape of NWA.
But the truth is, I think Eminem wrote Dr. Dre's verse. Have a listen.
Y'all know me, still the same OG, but I've been low-key. Hated on by most these niggas with no cheese, no deals and no G's, no wheels and no keys, no boats, no snowmobiles and no skis.
It's Eminem's rhyme style to a T. Another honourable mention, sort of like plucked out of the woodworks, but J. Cole's verse on the Jay-Z track A Star Is Born. For anyone who doesn't know the whole J. Cole signing thing, J. Cole was like this dude who had a few rap songs, and he like waited outside of a building where he knew Jay-Z would be, and then gave his songs to one of Jay-Z's bodyguards, henchmen, homies, and Jay-Z actually listened to it. So Jay-Z's asked J. Cole to be on the Blueprint 3, which is one of Jay-Z's albums, right? J. Cole's probably crapped himself and gone, this has to be the best verse I've ever written in my life, and it was. And it is the best verse he's ever written.
I chill now, cop a little ice later, cold. You got the glow like a little lightsaber, so platform. Then applaud Hov, he gave him the platform. Flow so sick, thought he wrote the rap form. No sir, the flow cold as the shoulders of gold digging holes when a broke nigga approaches. Told you I'm focused, man. I let you motherfuckers soak it in. Platform.
Another one, Andre 3000 from Outkast. Take any verse from any song and it deserves an honourable mention from that man. But one in particular I'm awfully fond of is from a Rick Ross track actually. The song's called 16.
I'm trying to fuck my neighbor, I'm trying to hook my waves up, I'm trying to pull my grades up, to get them saddle lace ups. Before Lamarck was Jacob, before them girls wore makeup, before my voice would break up, before we toured them shake clubs, before my mama wake up, before my crumbs would cake up, before they tell me they love me and will never break up, before the time she makes love to someone that I thought was my homeboy, but boy was I wrong now. I don't budge, don't want much, just a roof and a porch and a Porsche and a horse, and unfortunately, but of course, an assortment of torches that scorches the skin when they enter intruders whose tutors did a lousy job. How's he God if he lets Lucifer let loose on us? That noose on us won't loosen up, but loose enough to juice us up.
Now I do like to put a bit of spotlight on Australian artists. Suffer from the Hilltop Hoods. His verse in 50 and 5.
Generation X and Generation Y and the Generation X will degenerate and die, cause we got holes in the ozone that we put there ourselves. Now the poles are a no-go words cooking itself, and we
Definitely deserves a mention. The other Australian artist I want to mention is Seth Century. Dude can rap very fucking well. The two songs I want to talk about are Hellboy and Violin. Now the differences here, I feel like Violin is a better song, but if we're talking about verses, then his first verse on Hellboy is just impeccable. When you have to pick the best rap verse of all time though, Hellboy is pretty fucking good. It stands up technically, flow-wise, content-wise, delivery. It's super creative. The amount of different patterns, rhyme patterns in there is just, it's insane. And a lot of the time when dudes do kind of trickier rhyme patterns, they compromise on their content. You couldn't have better content with this like top level of technicality going on. Seth nails it.
So quick short of my rehab stint, that shit's boring. I need that hit, got withdrawals, I itch for it. My skin crawls and my fleas have ticks. I've been dormant, just relaxing, just ignoring these weak rappers. What a critic's on your dick for? And my pitchfork review reads like this. Man, I've been bad since I was just a little teenage imp, putting secret shit in the Beatles hits. So you can only hear when you run a melody backwards, and I'm demented.
Another honorable mention, Inspector Deck's verse on Triumph. Why that's amazing is because when that came out, that verse was just so like ahead of its time. It knocked it out the park. Everyone was so keen for that verse to come on that when they did that, was like,
I bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I be dropping these mockeries. Lyrically perform armed robbery, flee with the lottery. Possibly they spotted me.
But anyways, they're the mentions. There's the honorable mentions. The best rap verse of all time.
You very, very bad man.
Funny the range of the people I meet at a show when they tell me my lyrics are heaps sick. When I go rap on that funny tip, while others tell me they love my deep shit. But in order for me to be true to myself when I get in the booth, then I gotta do both. So I hope you can dig what I'm saying and understand why I do each